A jar contains 4 marbles, one red, R, and one green, G, one yellow, Y, and one white, W. 2 marbles are drawn from the jar, one after the other, without replacing the first one drawn. Copy and complete this sample space in your answer booklet to show all possible outcomes. So for this one, the first one we got was R, and the second one we got was G. For this one, the first one we got was red, the second one we got was yellow. The next one, the first one we got was R, the second one we got was W. So this is just showing all of the possible outcomes that could happen, right? So for this one, the first one we could get is R. I'm sorry, the first one we could get is G, and the second one we could get is R. And for this one, the first one we could get is G, but the second one we could get is W. So how about this one, right? What is another possible outcome? Another possible outcome is the first one we get is G, and the second one we could get is Y. So that's another possible outcome. This one says that the first one we could get is yellow, and the second one we could draw out is R. This one says that the first one we get is yellow, and the second one we could get is green. So what is another possible outcome, right? Well, we can get yellow first and then get white, right? So this is another possible outcome right there. This one says that the first one we get is W, the second we get is R. What is another possible outcome? Well, the first one we could get is W, and the second one we can get is yellow, right? And then for this one, the first one we could get is white, and the second one we could get is green. And so this completes the sample space, right? These are the answers that are correct. Okay, now let's use our sample space to answer these questions. It says, write down the probability that the first marble is red. The first marble is red. Okay, well, how many times does that happen, right? Well, it happens 1, 2, 3 times where the first marble is red, okay? And so that means that the probability that the first marble is red is going to be 3/12. Why 3? 3 because there are 3 times in the sample space that we have red appearing first. And 12 because, well, the number of elements in our sample space is 12. There are 12 outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so it's going to be 3/12. And we could divide it. And when we divide it, we get 0.25. So the probability of getting the first marble to be red is 0.25. Next, it says write down the probability that one of the marbles is yellow. Just one of the marbles is yellow. It doesn't have to be the first one or the second one. Well, just one of them. It could either be the first one yellow or the second one yellow, but it has to have a yellow in it, okay? And so that means that how many outcomes have that particular feature, right? Well, this one does because yellow is inside this, so that's 1. Then yellow is also inside this as well. Yellow is also inside this one too. Yellow is also inside this as well. Yellow is also inside this one as well too. And then yellow is also here. And I think that's it. So let's see, let's check how many times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times. So it's gonna be 6/12. It's 6 because there are 6 times, right, that we have a yellow inside of one of our outcomes, right? Either first or second. And it's 12 because there are 12 outcomes. So it's going to be 6/12. So the probability of getting one of the marbles is yellow. The probability that one of the marbles is yellow is going to be 6/12, which is 0.5. Next, it says write down the probability that the marbles are the same color. All right. Now, what is the probability that the marbles are the same color? Well, this one is RG, so they're in the same color. RY, not the same color. RW, not the same color. GR, not the same color. GY, not the same color. GW, not the same color there. YR, not the same color. YG, not the same color either. YW, not the same color. WR not the same color, WY not the same color, and WG not the same color. So it does not happen, right? So it happens 0 times. And so it's going to be 0 over 12. So so it's basically impossible to happen because 0 over 12 is going to be 0. And once you have a probability that equals to 0, that means that that event is impossible. And so that's the answer to this question, 0. Okay. Next, we want to write down the probability that the first marble is not white, right? The first marble is not white. And so let's circle all the times that happens. So this one, the first one is R, so that's good. This one, the first one is R as well, so this is also good. The first one is R as well, so this is good. The first one is G, so this one is good as well. The first one is G, so this is good. The first one is G, so this is good. The first one is Y, so this is good. The first one is Y, so this is good. And the first one is Y, so this is good. But the problem comes with these last three because in each of these last three, all of them start with white. So we can't use them. So the number of times that we have the first marble being not white is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be 9 over 12. And 9 over 12 because it's 9 times that this happens and there are 12 possible outcomes. And so it's 9 over 12. And when we divide that, we get 0.75. And that's the answer to this question. Now it says, write down the probability that neither marble is blue, that no marble is blue, right? So what is the probability that no marble is blue, right? Do we even have blue marbles, right? So we want to write down the probability that no marble is blue, right? So, well, it happens here. So how many times does that happen, right? So this marble is red, this marble is green. So none of them are blue, right? This marble is red, this marble is yellow. So none of them are blue. This marble is red, this marble is W. So none of them are blue. This one is green, this one is green, this one is red. So none of them are blue either. Same thing for this one. This one is green, this one is yellow. So none of them are blue. This one is green, this one is W. So none of them are blue. This one is yellow, this one is red. So none of them are blue either. This one is yellow, this one is green. So none of them are blue. This one is yellow, this one is white. So none of them are blue either. This one is W, this one is red. So none of them is blue. This one is W, this one is yellow. So none of them are blue. This one is white, this one is green. So none of them are blue. So the probability that neither marble is blue, well, that happens 12 times, right? And there are 12 possible outcomes. And so that means that the probability is going to be equal to 1, which means that it is certain. It is certain that we're going to get a marble that is, it's certain that we're going to get, when we get our outcome, we're going to get 2 marbles where none of them are blue. All right. And so that's what the probability of 1 means, that it's certain that that when we get our outcome, none of the marbles is going to be blue. Okay. And that's the answer to this question.